This is another sort of complaint video about, I don't know, it's dumb. This thing is dumb. Basically, I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 million in 1,000 steps, then almost another million and another, yeah, so there's like 8,000 clicks here to be made. Now, I kind of hate this loot because look at this, like I ran out of money, I have all this shit, and now like they don't allow you to use a clicker because a clicker is cheating or something, and you cannot use a macro, you cannot like tell the thing, hey, I click this once, click it 8,000 times from here, right? Like there's this thing called fast clicker that you use for idle clicking games, and this is basically like it's a mini game in Albion that you have to click to gain money, like, and you cannot even fucking upgrade your clicker, right? You have to do this. I don't know, I ran like 100 maps in Fame Week, and now I ran after that another at least 100, and it's like, this is a joke, right? What am I supposed to do with this? And you could say, yeah, okay, just click it when you are done with the dungeon. Yeah, but it's the same amount of clicks. My mouse has like limited amounts of clicks. This is getting out of hand. And I have another stack in Albion. We're gonna go there after this. But like, why do I need to do this? How does this, like, why? Also, if you want XP, fuck you. We're doing this, and I wouldn't do this if I didn't need the money. But my money is locked up in Hellgate loot and other things. So, you know, I'm stuck playing the Albion Online active clicker game. And I don't know, I'm guessing, like I heard someone saying that this is to avoid guild tax or something. It's like, okay, fair enough. You could also give it as a drop or something. And like, I live in Germany, right? I sort of know I know the German mindset. And I understand it. Like, you have a thing, this is how it works, and that's how it is. And you don't change it, because this is the solution you came up with. It's sort of a kind of a German way of thinking. Not saying all the Germans think the same, la la la. We're not here to bash the Germans. That's on another channel. But what, like, why? How is this, like? And of course, you could say I'm making content now about this, but I would much rather be running my daggers and gaining a level or two. Like, this is gonna take a while. We're only like a million in, and because you cannot automate this, like, it's illegal. They can ban you for it. And I heard a tip that said something, you should do this. It's like, dude, mouse. I like my mouse. It's a nice mouse. It was expensive, and then yeah, it's kind of silly. Anyways, so I once bought a keyboard from Glorious Gaming, Glorious Shop, something like that in America. And it was way before Christmas, I think end of November, something beginning of December. And I bought it. It was a limited edition white ice, which looked super cool. And it got sent to Germany, my address. And cleared customs, which is weird because German customs are hell. And like, I saw on the delivery tracking thing, the number, it was really close to where I live, and then they took it like 80 kilometers up north and then back, and then suddenly returned to sender. And I was like, why? It was here. All other trackings, the thing gets like, sent and it's fine and it gets delivered. I really think someone stole this keyboard or took the package and reported it as misdirected or something. I actually don't know if the company got their money back. But yeah, I was kind of sad. So later on I ended up buying the Ducky 1-2 Christmas edition. And actually I can put it here and give you a bit of cancer. Let's do this. Oh my god, no. It's green. Let me change that. And let's change it to... I really like the purple, like Mace Windu lightsaber thing. But yeah, it's a bit ugly because it's the German layout, but I got it on like you press a key and it does this wavy thing, which is probably cancer to look at, but I like it. Mostly because I don't need to look at the keyboard while I use it, right? Yeah, I was kind of bummed out about the fact that it's a German layout, but you know, what are you gonna do? If you live in Germany, you're gonna have a German layout, right? And so yeah, it's very nice. It's white, has this crazy space bar that you can also change. This thing. You have to keep on clicking. And yeah, I got the brown switches because they're quiet, and I also want to program on this. And one day I will actually program. And you know, it will not wake up the whole house when I go clicky clicky. So yeah, that's the keyboard story. I was a bit dumb, but I ended up paying way more than I intended. Look, there's a hole in my mouse. Automatic focus doesn't work with this. So yeah, this has been going on for a while. So far 8 minutes. Clicker game. You can't even upgrade your clicker, it's amazing. Yeah, so today we had Hellgate. It was cut a bit short. We finally have a build that we kind of like, it kind of works, and we can execute, because we have, you know, mechanical difficulties like we're 30. And so that video is going to go up at some point. I don't know, I made a recording of 2 series of Hellgates where we were really bad. And I don't know if I should upload it. And if anyone has any idea or any opinion, you're welcome to write it down below. I will, like, yeah, I don't know, it was, like, I have the video of 15 losses or so, the last one. And what do we have after that? Like, we had another one of that build that really, like, it didn't work. We were tired, we were done, we were wrecked. And then after that there was another short one with maybe empty Hellgates and some losses. I'm really debating, maybe I can just delete it. It's like 30 gigabytes of content, and Hellgates of us losing. I don't know if it's interesting to watch. Today's series was really good. The previous one was also good. yeah, I have less time now because in Germany they closed all daycare and everything. Like only if you, for example, if you have two parents or if you're a single parent, one parent who work as emergency services or cops and firework, fire department, or the people who work as doctors and nurses and so on. So like, they get to send their kids to daycare, which is fine. They need, like, you don't need to choose between doing your job or taking care of your kid, but that means I stay home and take care of the kid most of the time, and while my significant person works. So yeah, I have a way less time for corrupted dungeons. I have less time for, you know, to do all the shit I want. And I started refining out, and that's part of the reason why I'm so low on money, because it's an investment. You have to. It takes time until you get something out of it. I just broke a tier 7 ore mining. And this thing costs quite a lot, so I also bought that, but I didn't transport it yet to where I found. Also, I don't really know where I have a tier 7 or tier 8 ore area I can mine, so you know, I'm stuck in the tier 6 ore mining, which is like overpopulated, because I don't know, every time I go there it's like 1 out of 5 stacks on all of them, except like Tuesday morning after prime time for the Americans. So that's been going like that. Also, half of my money is here. Like I have 5 million here. These I refuse to transport because yeah, and this is probably a waste. And like 5 plus 4 is 9, and another 1.7, so let's say 10. And the Hellgates have a lot of loot for me and my friend, and that's also money that we need to transport it out of the black zone. You need to sell it, you need to put it where it belongs. And we also have, I fucked up at some point with the buy orders, and I have like 50 chests for the build that we use, and like that's it. I have like 10 hammers, 50 chests, like 10 shoes, some 7 helmets. I don't know, I have a whole stable there, like a billion horses. But yeah, 50 chests. And yeah, so that's all the money also. And we just keep, every time we go, we bring like 5-10 sets, right? So at some point, we don't use all the sets, but we have some left, but our home is not there, so we don't know what's in there. So we'll bring a few sets just to be sure. And yeah, what else? I've been working on daggers a lot, as you can see. And this one here, and the death govers. And I know it's super like niche, not niche, cliche, and everyone does it, but I want to do the death givers in corrupted dungeons because I don't know, I've been struggling with corrupted dungeons a lot. It's like, you saw the video of me almost quitting, almost rage quitting. It's hard, like this build is super off meta. Hammers are not in the meta at all. And it's like, it's kind of hard, and I you know, I started playing not long ago. This is all I have. And so I don't, half the time I don't know what the build is against me. Like I know what I do, I know it pretty well. But the guy against me, I have no idea what they do, what I'm supposed to be looking out for. what to expect. No idea whatsoever. So, you know, the best way to find out is to die to it. But that takes time, it takes money. And also I have the option to go into the corrupted dungeon without a cape. But I don't really like it because cape is kind of big. Like I see a lot of people with the master cape, like the cape that does energy. And I would rather have nothing instead of that. But you have the faction capes and they're really good. They're like super strong. I don't know, most people I see, like the most popular build is probably daggers. And the black hands thing, this. And these people use the teleport cape because, you know, they kite and they wait, so they hit you a lot over time. Like once here, once there, it's 15 seconds cooldown, it's pretty good. So that makes sense. But for the hammers I use the Morgana cape, but it's like 200, 250 per death. So, you know, a minion has 4. And 4 times 8 is whatever it is. 32. So, yeah, I can buy 32 capes, but then I won't have money for the things themselves. And I don't know. Sometimes I win, sometimes I die. But I still have no idea what's going on. And if you watched any of the videos, you also know I don't really use the scenery. Like, you can use the mobs to kill your opponent, which is like smart. But I don't do it because I'm still in the what the hell is going on phase. So yeah, good news. My mouse might break soon or something, or we will get carpal tunnel. But this finger is already tired. It could go super fast, but then you fatigue your finger muscles. So I know you might like come here and be like, oh, you're silly, just do it after every dungeon. But you know, you get this piece of crap, you have to click it anyway. And I've been doing a bit of tier 6 maps like these, and you get about 50 of them every dungeon. Like, you finish the dungeon, there are like between 1 and 3 bosses, 5 if you're super lucky, and then this thing, and you have to use it. And I did hear that they are thinking, or they are developing, or they're, I don't know, hiring a contractor to implement the use all feature for silver bags. And it's like, quality of life should have been here long ago. This is I don't know what their code looks like. I don't know how code works. But it sounds like it should not be hard to implement. And of course, this is not a problem for a lot of people. Like, I know a lot of people don't do dungeons for 200 maps in a row. So they might have a few bags every couple of days and they click them and go away. But what do you do if you're fame farming? Like, what are your options? Hardcore expeditions, mapping, I don't know, random dungeons, corrupted dungeons. You also get these from corrupted dungeons. I think even more than dungeons. So yeah, we got famous today. We were on someone's stream. Who was it? Dan Reno, what was his name? Humperdinck. They totally wrecked us, like, no questions asked. It will go up one day when I'm done editing and stuff like that. And I'm also making an opening chests montage. I don't know why. Um, I've been mapping and I took small clips of the opening the chest. So you know, some of them were like 200k, 400k, and there was a 500k chest, which is pretty rare because most chests in tier 6 are 7,000 net worth or estimated worth. So yeah, we are on our way to get carpal tunnel now. Let's go to this hand now. Oh man, I'm gonna go over 10 millions. Crazy shit. So yeah, we fought in like a cheap budget gear, sort of like the luxury items for us, which was 1200 IP, and we fought against 1400 IP after reduction in the Hellgates. So that was fun. But hey, yeah, I'm not salty. It's like we're gonna see people. We also saw people from our guild, and we not the guild, from the alliance, and we killed them. And I told them I'm sorry because I was. But it is what it is, right? Oh my god. Okay. I know a lot of other people have like more stacks. Inventory is full of these bags, and I know this is probably like Tuesday afternoon for someone, but still, we've been clicking. It's been 21 minutes. I've been talking to myself and clicking this, and I could have been, I don't know, could have done 2-3 maps by now, depending on the build. And yeah, automating this would be super easy. But of course you have the anti-cheat, easy cheat, whatever it's called, that will wreck you and tell on you. Even though, like, what is the added value of clicking this? Like, is this a punishment for killing the mobs? The little mobs that were defenseless. We didn't have to kill them for the fame. Oh my god. Okay, I want to click the big ones. Juicy ones. So crazy. I wouldn't mind if they were the 10,000 ones. Because like the total value is like the same, right? You know what? If you could transmute these tier 1 bags to tier 2 to tier 3 somehow through, I don't know, the vanity merchant or whatever, would have been fine. Like if you can bring it up to a tier 8 bags somehow to avoid all these clickings, I wouldn't be so annoyed. Like it's fine. It would have been fine. But yeah, we are 23 minutes strong into this, and we're doing pretty good on the clicker minigame. It's gone up to 11 million. Amazing, crazy shit. Don't even get me started on the tone. Like, let's say I want 1 million fame. Could do it. These give out 10,000, right? So you're 10E4. So you need 2 orders of magnitude to get 1 million. So 100 books, 100 tones of insight would be 1 million. Well, 1,000 of tier 1. are this thing. So we're equivalent to a million. So I don't know if they don't want to implement a use all feature. That's fine. I get it. It's work. You can just make a transmute option or a crafting thing. Like it doesn't have to be a fame based / tier based. Like it doesn't have to be crafting from the tree. It can just be quality of life. Because these bags pile up, right? If you think about it, when you are doing a dungeon and you're running, let's say, 2 to 3 back to back, you have these silver bags. Right now, I already clicked the amount of time it takes. Like a food is a price. Like you eat the thing and it's 30 minutes. So this is the cumulative time I've wasted in doing this. Not saying it's a big deal. Not saying it's a huge like, oh my god, Sandbox, you owe me my food time back. But this accumulates. You gather it. This is how this game works, right? You accumulate tiny little profits until suddenly you have millions. And it works the same here. So yeah, 1.5 million left, 1,500 left. Should be unlocking some upgrade to the clicker soon. You know, cookie clicker, right? And at some point you get upgrades ×2, ×3, ×4. Now I understand there's like issues with use all. Like on the one hand, this is not tradable. Like you cannot do anything with it. You cannot even die with this. So you cannot give it to a different person. You cannot change hands. What is the point of this? Yes, to avoid guild tax or whatever. And then it's like, oh, what if you use all on accident on a tome? Okay, don't put it on a tome. Put a thing that asks you, are you sure? Like if you go into a portal, into a Roads of Avalon portal, it asks you, yeah, this is a PvP, full loot, blah blah blah. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Okay, do it with the use all. You also don't have to do it on books. You can not have it on books. It's okay. It's fine. It's completely fine. And yeah, I don't know. We're almost done. This horse doesn't carry anything. That's crazy. So I don't know. There should be an easy way to make the... what is it called? To make a drop, like a silver drop that's equivalent to this, but doesn't have a guild tax. Like there are other ways to avoid tax. Why? Why is there so much talk around tax in this game? Like why is this aggressively German? Like Steuer muss sein or something. I still don't know if I should just put the whole video up like this or edit it out, because I've been ranting a bit and talking a bit. Probably not interesting for anyone. But yes. Woo! The last million. I'm rich now. Look at this. Can go run corrupted dungeons. Woo. Then I don't know. You can also not have these drop at all, and instead, and I don't know. You could drop these little shits instead that you sell somewhere. Like this is a 1,000 silver bag that you have to go somewhere to sell, right? It's even worse than this. But you could do that. Or do you also get taxed for things you sell in the auction house? I don't know how that works because my guild doesn't have tax. There are cool people like that. My god. Yeah, these two I bought. I mean, I bought one. I think I bought the 7-1 and I got the 5-3 as a drop. I cannot stand claws. It's amazing. Like, I tried doing PvE with them and it was horrible. And it might be because low spec. Might be because it's not a PvE weapon. Also, I just realized today that these two are the claws, and I thought it was a wire that was like a choking, like a Hitman codename 47 choking string, but no, it's a oh, you can't even see it. Look here, it's a claw thing. There are two separate claws, and the model doesn't even correlate to this. So yeah, clicky clicky. 600 left, oh my god. The camera is gonna run out of juice time. Although wait. So you won't tell me that clicking this refreshes the timer? Okay, it's a dedicated camera. It's a Canon E250D. In the US it has some other name. And I noticed that after 30 minutes the time, like, it shuts off. And this is something the company does to avoid higher taxes, because if something can record for longer than 30 minutes, it's a camcorder and it's not a camera, so it has a different price bracket, whatever, taxes, something, regulations. So Canon and many other companies put a hard limit or a firmware limit on how long something can be on. Like if I'm using the camera, even if I'm running it not through the computer, just making a video, it explodes after, it doesn't explode, it turns off after 30 minutes. But now I did this a few times and it kind of works. The Last of Us. Go here and drop the horse. So yeah, it's like I have another 15 million in things I need to sell, but it's, you don't always have the opportunity. And now it's weekend, and in the weekend everything is a shit show. Oh my god, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so have this. Let's go to
I can get you anywhere.
Kurloon.
Up on.
Ooh, let's spam everyone. Whenever I'm here, everyone is eating the silver bags. Like forever. Yeah, another 2 millions. So yeah, this is where I go out to do corrupted dungeons. from. Anyway, let's start with the fun one, which is this. Whoa, 20,000. Whoa, 10,000. Amazing. Let's look at these people fighting demon. Tom Hammer. Once I have one video against this guy. Well, exactly. Fear aura or black ice? That's weird. So yeah, I just realized today that everything is super expensive in Cardigan. I don't know why. There are probably market reasons for this. And like I was like, why not bring things into Cardigan? And then I realized why. Because if you're here, you have to Fort Sterling, you have one red zone, two red zone that you have to go to. You want to go to Limhurst, same deal. You want to go to Marklock. Also, yeah, 2 red zones in each way. And red zones are full of gankers sometimes. I remember this one time I wanted to go into a crossbow dungeon and some guys with claws tried to go on me. Thing is, I had, and since then I stopped doing that. I had my PvE skills on instead of the PvP ones. After that, I walk out of the city in PvP setting so that if someone goes on me, I can just wreck their face. Because no one expects the Forge Hammer Inquisition, right? It's like, oh, Forge Hammers, that's a weapon I never seen. Other than ZZ or something, I don't know. Who the fuck uses these weapons? Ooh, that's cool. And so yeah, he tried to kill me, he didn't manage. I ran all the way to Carnion and then came out and looked for another dungeon because I don't know, probably could have killed him because claws are kind of, I think it was after I realized how they work, which is they have a strong E and basically they're just the same as other daggers. So you just have to cancel the E, and guess what? I cancel channeling every 4th or 5th attack. So yeah, I shouldn't really lose to that. But it was open world and I think he had an IP advantage on me. So all in all, good stuff. I managed to run. Yeah, I think bringing shit into Kalyan can be a lot of money because we can take the Forge Hammer examples. In the cities, I buy these hammers for 6,000 per 4.1, so 1,000 IP. Right? And kind of they cost between 15 and like 50,000. Yeah, and then my friend told me, wait till you hear about the black market. Which I said, well, fuck you too. Go away, bugs! Oh my god. How much are we into this? 38 minutes of my life doing this. Yeah, I don't even get achievements from the upgrades or something. This could have been avoided with a clicker. Like you hold the button, it clicks for you. It's not cheating, it's just a click. It doesn't do anything. It's a click. The only thing it does is it prevents carpal tunnel from you. Like, what the hell? Tomorrow this is gonna hurt. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is painful. Oh man, it's already 1:20 a.m. Started yesterday. Well, already. Well, we're back to money. Just wait, I will transport all my shit and sell it. And the crap in the marketplace will also sell. And then I will have money that I can spend on dying for the dungeons. This build is dirty. It's winning against. It's close themselves. So yeah, we also managed to win against Life Touch, which was a build that really wrecked us. Like, we were struggling, and you know, people just use the meta build, and it's like you see a Life Touch every other Hellgate, either that or you see some Claymore with something else, and it's like, guys, stop being a copy of one another. But yeah, friend and I, we like finding how to break the meta, because it's more interesting than just copying other people's stuff. Because you can like, you can theory craft, you can think, you can come up with things on your own. It's a bit more interesting than just, I don't know, listening to Flaccid Baron and going like, oh, let's do what he does. By the way, why is Flaccid Baron flaccid? Like, why does he say stay soft to everyone after a video? And like, what is the etymology, I guess, of the name? Yeah, I watched one of his videos a few days ago, and like, he had a stroke. He looks like he's not in stroke age or anything. It's kind of scary. It's like, what the fuck? That could happen to me. Oh my god, we're almost done. Look at this, so beautiful. So yeah, we are more than 40 minutes in. If you made it this far, write down below pew pew banana or something, and we can be buddies. This was agonizing. I don't think there's another word for it other than what am I doing in my life. You see this? 8,000 estimated. In the market here, it's not.
Welcome, friends.
4, 1, yeah, 18. It's not crazy. 18 is not insane. But seriously. Yeah. Very optimistic. This is me, by the way. I bought 17 for 18,000 I hope. Yeah, anyway, I hope you suffered through this as much as I did. And yeah, let's wait. You know what, with my luck, tomorrow they will be like, hey, we put out this feature of use all. Have fun, guys. You deserve it, you people. Anyway, see you in another video.